Guys, okay, finally getting to the Q&A for you. Hopefully I look halfway decent. I've been running in and out of the garage. It was nice and sunny and warm when I got up. It was in the 70s. Neighbor stopped by and we had coffee and that, and then I got working outside, working on something. And it's sunny and warm, and this little bird comes, and the bird's hanging out in the garage with me, and we're talking. Then it starts to get cold, and it starts to rain. So I'm running the project in the house, and now there's something on my floor. And then I go out to grab something to eat. I know I'm getting bad habits. Don't do as I do, do as I say. And now it's wet and cold again. So weather's been crazy today, but let's get into this. These are going to be at random, and go ahead, give yourself a shout out if you want to. These are either from when I said like you could ask for the Q&A, or these are just like the most asked questions I get all the time. First, let's get my age all the way. I'm 40. It's right in my bio, guys. You can go over in like the about or whatever it is. I have I'm 40 on there just so people know. So like if your parents would want to check up on the thing, or you want to check up on the thing, I'm 40. I just have it in there so somebody's like, how old is a person talking to my kids or whatever? I'm 40. Do you have kids or pets? I don't have kids of my own. I actually can't have children, so and I never wanted. I'm not married, and I never wanted kids. So I've like tutored all my life and worked with children all my life. I just never wanted like my own kids, and I would have had to adopt, and I just I never wanted to go that route. Pets. I've had pets like most of my life, and then I found out part of my like really severe allergies, like to the point where like my breathing was like shutting down, was from having pets. So I had to adopt out all my kitty cats. I had like 5 kitty cats. Um, I had come home to take care of my parents, who both passed away from cancer. And after my mom passed, I actually had to adopt out the kitty cats because my allergies had kicked up to the point, because both parents were so sick. I had taken over all the taking care of cats. And I was like, why am I so sick? I've lived with cats all my life. And the doctor said, you have a really severe allergy. You can't be around animals. You can't. So yeah, I can't. I can be around them if you have them in your house. I can come visit and like play with your cat or dog, but I'll pay for it. Like I'm like allergic to everything on the planet, I think. I would love to have them, but I can't. Um, Favorite animatronic? Oh, that is hard. I love them all. I do, but if I had to pick a favorite, I'd have to go with first game. Foxy. I'm gonna go with Foxy. Foxy or Bonnie. Foxy or Bonnie. Bonnie's the one that picked me. I love Foxy lots. You guys know that. Foxy's like the mascot and everything around here. But Bonnie's the one that picked me. Bonnie's like the one that in all the games, it ports through all the games. Bonnie's always the one that has to come over and see me. Bonnie's like, hey, mommy! It's like, it's Bonnie or Toy Bonnie or the hand puppet or whatever. Okay, Freddy, Bonnie, or Chica? Oh, that is hard. That is really hard. Which one would be my favorite out of those three? Oh, that is hard. I'm gonna go with Freddy, because Freddy made a little girl smile yesterday. Freddy was the star of the show yesterday. Freddy made children smile, made people happy yesterday. So I'm gonna go with Freddy out of those three. Okay, gender, since so many people ask and they can't apparently tell. Biologically female. Gender fluid though. Not that that's anybody's business. Um, what plush animatronic do I want them to make? They made so many already. I think they could actually like take a break until next year and start again. But what plush do I want them to make? Um, hmm. Who haven't they made a plush of that I really like? Nightmare. I think Nightmare would be cute as a plush. I know it would be hard since Nightmare has like the clear head and the brain and everything, but I think Nightmare will be cute as a plush. Let's see what else. What do I think of Sister Location? I would like to know where in the timeline it is, first of all. I want to know, is this, you know how Scott is. Scott likes to really fool us. So is this even earlier? Is this way back before everything else? Is this later? Everybody already has their theories of where it is in the timeline. Is this even related to the Freddy timeline? Is this like totally separate and out in another universe? I really liked the game. At first, I wasn't sure what to make of the animatronics, and then I just started to feel more and more sorry for them because, you know, part of your job is to go in there and basically torture them. I mean, if they were human beings, you would be arrested. You go in there and you torture them, and they're all out of their mind crazy from the pain. And it's really not clear if they put their robotic body in a human skin, which wouldn't work because it would rot, or if they like have souls in them and they can take their soul out of the robot and put it in a human. There's so much that isn't answered. And I really like all their personalities. I like all of them. Okay, where do I live? I live in Pennsylvania. Yeah, I've answered that one before. I live in Pennsylvania. I live in a small town southwest of Pennsylvania, a couple hours outside of Pittsburgh. Um, Favorite FNAF game? First one, the original one, definitely. How long have I been into FNAF? Oh, that one's easy. I've been into it as long as way back when, this guy, I know you haven't heard of him, but there's this guy named Markiplier. You should really look him up sometime. But he was playing this game called Five Nights at Freddy's, okay? And he had heard about this game from a friend of his. And he said that as he was playing it, and we were all watching him playing it, nobody had any idea what was going on. And everybody's watching it. And he had no idea what's going on. And he's just flipping through cameras and everything. Remember, at the time, nobody knew what this game is. So try to put yourself back over 2 years ago. No one knew what this game is. And no one knew what was going on. And no one knew why there were cobwebs and everything. And eventually, either that first play or subsequent play told us, Scott said it was to make it look spooky. And then animals start showing up. And we're like, why are there animals in this game? What do animals have to do with the horror genre? Nobody understood what was going on at the time. We only understood it was really scary. And nobody else was going to play it. Markiplier could be the sacrificial lamb. He could go ahead and play it for all of us. None of us were going to play it. He could go ahead and play it and scream like a girly man. And they could come and kill him. And it was like one of the most terrifying horror games I had seen. And I already played a lot of horror games. And I'm like, I ain't playing that. I'm playing that. For the longest time, I just liked him play it. And I really enjoyed the series, and I would watch as he played the games, and I'd be like, that's really nice, but I'm not, I'm not going to touch those games for the longest time. For the longest time, I didn't. I was like, it's okay, it's Markiplier's thing. As long as there's Markiplier on the planet, no one else has to play these games. Okay, favorite nightmare animatronic? I see Nightmare On. There may or may not be something in here. Okay, and favorite toy animatronic? Toy Bonnie. Inspiration to start YouTube. I'd say Chad Allen. I don't know if you've ever seen his channel, but he does like a little bit of everything. He does toy reviews, he does Toy Hunt Tuesdays, he does Let's Plays. He does a lot of Minecraft stuff. If you're into Minecraft, he does a lot of Minecraft stuff. I think he still does, and he does like Roblox and that, I think. And he's really cool. Lives with his cats and has his cats on and does stuff like that. And his mom has a channel, and she's pretty cool too. She has like cooking and that. She just moved recently. What the heck? Okay, I hope I didn't stop recording. She just moved recently, so she had that on her channel. And yeah, was watching him, and I'm like, I wanted to get into YouTube before, and just with this, so the anxiety and the depression, it was really hard. But watching his videos helped get me through like a really tough time of depression, and I decided to do like a toy review for a article I was writing, and I did it, and I don't think I even ended up putting it on the article, and I did another one for another article, and I think I did like 3 or 4 toy reviews or something. They're still up somewhere, like way back buried in the channel. I didn't really do good toy reviews. I didn't know what I was doing. I was like really terrified. I have really high social anxiety. It's really hard for me to actually talk and interact with people. So yeah, of course, I became a channel host. Perfect job for me. And but I watched him do it, and as I kept going, um, I tried a Let's Play, and my first Let's Plays were really terrible because I didn't realize you had to be mic'd up. I thought, well, I have a microphone on my notebook, and that didn't work out well at all. And now suddenly it does. Now suddenly, if I'm not mic'd up, it records crystal clear. Don't ask me, but I kept going on, and I think watching him was my inspiration. I still try to get over to his channel when I'm having a bad day, and I still try to watch him because he's pretty inspirational. I like him because he's not like mm, most some people end up starting to have like an agenda on their channel. Do you know what I mean? Like they have like they're pushing something, and he's never done that. He's really cool. He's into Disney, but he still does a lot of Five Nights at Freddy's stuff, and he does Minecraft, and he does Roblox, and he does a lot of other stuff. And he's an adult guy, and he's into dolls. And I like Jay Squared because he's into dolls. And yeah, it's ironic. I have like 10 dolls in my house. I'm really not a doll person, and yet I build scarecrows and stuff like that. So I like those guys. They're like really cool guys. Those are like guys I would hang out with because they seem really sweet. They seem like really cool guys. And yeah, I like them. So yeah, guys like that got me into doing stuff. And like guys like Markiplier in that too. I mean, there are a lot of, Let's Players I like to watch. But it was actually more like the watching like the toy collectors for whatever reason that got me into doing it. I guess because they're more relaxing, and there's not that feeling like I'm going to be compared to them because it's something totally different. So it's not like a feeling like we shouldn't feel like competitors. I don't think we should. We should feel like a community. But unfortunately, a lot of viewers are like, you have to compare you to other people. I've never liked that, but I think that's why I took the inspiration from like the toy channels because nobody's going to compare you to a toy channel. You mostly do Let's Plays. So yeah, I like those guys. Okay, guys, I hope you've liked the Q&A. Oh geez, I've gone on for a while. And we'll do these at random, and I hope you got most of your questions answered. And I will see you guys next time. And that's all for now. See you guys later. Bye bye.